sending to you. It isn't the love of a hero, and that's why I fear it won't do. And they say that a hero can save us. I'm not gonna stand here and wait. I'll hold on to the wings of the eagles, watch as we all fly away. And they're watching us, they're watching us as we all fly away. And they're watching us, they're watching us as we all fly away. Yeah. And they're watching us, they're watching us as we all fly away. Whoa.
The black hole theory is incorrect. If black holes are comprised of an infinite amount of gravitational force so great that it bends the very fabrics of space and time, forming a well as it digs into the very fabrics, then they should be objects of immovable proportion. So how is it that our galaxy and every other galaxy is in constant motion if we have supermassive black holes at our cores? Unless the core of the galactic formation isn't a black hole in the center but is instead a portion of a much larger object we have not yet been able to detect. A quasar star. The central black hole is actually held in a balanced equilibrium within the core of the star that radiates on a spectrum beyond our senses' ability to register. The relativistic jets plume out and curve along the edge of the quasar's surface, and the energy emitted by the star creates a harmonic resonance with the black hole within its core, therefore causing the black hole to negate its gravitational well from digging into the fabrics of space, and it becomes a mobile black hole that travels in synchronicity with the star and the galaxies within it. Also, the black hole's presence allows the density of the star to remain minimal enough so that planetary formation and solar systems are able to maintain solid mass within the boundaries of the star's inner core. Evidence of this can be found in the Voyager probe's experience of a wall of fire once they left the solar system and entered deep space. As long as that equilibrium is maintained, then the black hole remains dormant and kept that way by the quasar star around it. Once an object travels near enough to the dormant black hole, that balance is disrupted and the black hole flares out a violent flash of its relativistic jets and thus awakens the black hole until the quasar star's mass decreases to the proportion of equilibrium with the black hole, in which it will again enter a phase of being dormant once again. This process, if true, then would have a direct effect over the speed in which a galaxy travels and what direction it travels in, as well as the possible sudden change in both alteration of the galaxy's speed and course of direction. The gravitational pull of a black hole is dependent upon the object's total stellar mass when it collapses into the singularity while traveling at speed in excess of 2.7 times the speed of light, squared by the root of the object's particle speed divided by its respective kinetic force generated by that object's motion and multiplied by the density of the particle field at the point of impact, which is measured by the slip particle wavelength string theory, which will give us the total collision force's square root, which is the gravitational force of each black hole's strength. Oh, I forgot to mention something to those power-hungry viewers that watch my videos with plans to use my knowledge attained in here to amass more power than I am, to subdue me, imprison me, or somehow bind me on your rise to world domination. My methods of attaining knowledge in the texts I source my knowledge from. Yeah, I forgot to mention the protective spells and curses, many of them real and some of them still active, which is what sometimes leaves me in the state of affairs I find myself sometimes. not to mention when having to shave the spirits of the original authors rewrite the texts as I ghost copy their writings. That alone comes with its long list of hauntings that I did not mention because I did not think anyone foolish enough to go out and try to take something so arrogantly, but evidently there are quite a few of them. So those viewers who have no idea what I'm talking about, next time you turn on your TV or go to the grocery store or sitting at work and you notice someone you recognize and regularly see acting strangely and even looking like he's possessed and makes some reference after embarrassing himself in some uncontrollable way about seeing something that was not for him to see, you might be dealing with one of those people. I shall also include here a copy of one of my ancient grimoires page-by-page compilation. This book has been sought after and thought destroyed many times. So needless to say, it is difficult to gather together without huge conflicts erupting as they have lifetime after lifetime. I shall attempt a more subtle and silent approach to this, using the digital archives of mankind's technology to gather and piece them together and hopefully avoid the conflict that tears apart entire nations sometimes. These pages are not understood by anyone other than myself. To those who view them, they are just abstract Gothic art of some sort, but to me the letters become clearly understood and contain spells powerful enough to keep me from death, as it has a few times recently despite some individuals' greatest efforts. Besides, there are none out there who could decipher these texts, let alone know how to use the magic therein to elongate their physical life beyond death like some unstoppable zombie.
Hosht, Tedgen, Enfrag, Priceless, Berget di Ashanti Elo, Safura Separate, Demos Iado, Netherati Burstmazen, Elstragasi in Hotel, Dumonad Fogner Gath, Barhards, Ragam Zigatru, Ram Reveries, Zegramia, Zeus, Kian, Suis Kapaim, Hanchai Yanai, Ziao, Fuan Fenni, Zephyrin Stai, Yuboru Yen Yan, Ji Hyan Suiska, Hyan Yang Chu, Yan Zatak, Yan Si Honorable Zan Eri, Dian, Zan, Bai Ifayu, Zangan Yu Ien Su, Mongs Wens, Zan, Si Chu, Quark Fengu, Zaning Cubis, Benzathro Ex Duan, Enastradidu Hat.
The gods are far too powerful for us to defeat now.
All on Olympus tremble at my name. Zeus is weak. Ares and Athena are dead, and I wield the blade. We can win the Great War, but not in this time. Together, we will destroy the petty gods, and we will see Olympus crumble before us. Come with me, Gaia. Return to my time. Victory awaits. My vengeance ends now. My brothers, we were forged in victory. A victory that ended the Great War and brought forth the reign of Mount Olympus. Born from the depths of the underworld, rooted in the river of souls, our mountain emerged out of the chaos. As it grew, so too did the might of the Olympians. We created a world of peace, a world of prosperity, a world that lives in the shadow and safety of my mountain. A mountain that has come to be the absolute measure of strength and power. Now, on this day, that power is to be tested. The mortal Kratos seeks to destroy all that I have wrought. Brothers, put aside the petty grievances that have splintered us for so long. We will unite. We will stand together. And I will wipe out this plague. Olympus will prevail. Sun has returned. I bring the destruction of Olympus!
Zeus should have kept you where you belong. No matter how many gods fall, there will always be another to stand against you.
They will fall as well.
The death of Olympus means the death of us all.
Then prepare for your death, Poseidon.
The death of Zeus is within our reach. Climb to my hand.
What will you do, Father? You can no longer hide behind the skirts of Athena.
Athena is dead because of the rage that consumes you, Kratos. What more will you destroy?
The hands of death could not defeat me. The sisters of fate could not hold me. And you will not see the end of this day. I will have my revenge!
Excellent child! I will tolerate your insolence no more!
I can hold on no longer!
If I help you, we will both fall. Even now, Zeus gains.
The destruction of Zeus is why you saved me from death!
I saved you to serve the Titans.
Do not deny me my revenge!
Listen carefully, Kratos. You were a simple pawn, nothing more. Zeus is no longer your concern. This is our war, not yours.
Gaia!
I have lived as a warrior. I have died as a god. Having suffered the ultimate sacrifice, I have been denied release. I will defeat Olympus. I will have my revenge.
The purpose of the Watcher's duty to observe the emotional aspect of the human nature, the sins and virtues of mankind as they developed and evolved them into the aspect of mankind's current deep understanding of the human mind and psychological functions and reactions that we have developed, Its purpose was tied to the description of the Creator's qualities of being the omniscient being that knows all the details necessary to be the Creator that he is when he created existence and all within it.
Is the story of a man on the edge who all but lost his way until one day he discovered in his palms a rocket launcher. Enjoy this tale of personal rejuvenation, redemption, and scrubbification as told by the great Shaggy Turtle.
Grandpappy was a World War II vet, and I found his bazooka set in the basement with a bag of mortars. Yeah, bitch, I'm done taking orders. Dragged it outside, tried it out, dropped the shell in and fired it out. Across the street to the neighbor's kitchen, and now half of their house is missing. Fuck yeah! I grabbed the rockets, beer truck in the scope, I locked it. Blew the wheels off and flipped it twice. I'm realizing with that zook I'm nice and I'm dancing. With a goddamn bazooka. Bazooka Joey. Bazooka. Bazooka Joey. And I'm dancing. With a goddamn bazooka. Bazooka Joey. Bazooka. Bazooka Joey. I sent a hot one right through the doors and left them mangled in a pile of boards. I swear my shoulder is loving the shot. Fucked up an H&R block. I blow new cop cars in the stockyards. Bitch, this is a bazooka, you not hard. See the SWAT team hiding in a limousine? It seems they smell the rings, pull out my hair, screaming and laughing, get shot at, and shooting back and terrorizing, paralyzing. Bazooka baby, electrifying, I'm dancing. With a goddamn bazooka. Bazooka Joey. Bazooka. Bazooka Joey. And I'm dancing. With a goddamn bazooka. Bazooka Joey. Bazooka. Bazooka Joey. Ray-Bans, you gotta be kidding. I take out a tank, I ain't bullshitting. Call me the greater creator. Drop you like an elevator, big hater. I blew a fire truck smooth and had off your weapon. All I could do was laugh. Who the fuck is you all demanding? I leave a fucking ditch where you standing.